Hello everyone and welcome back to another Kerbal Space Program video with me, Oofle Spoofle, and in today's video we are going to be sending a huge roving base to the surface of Tylo. And as you can see here, we have our launch vehicle and it's slightly above average, I'd say, because, you know, landing on Tylo is very difficult and you do require a lot of Delta V to get there, which means a large launch vehicle. And we're going to actually be putting 20 tons on the surface, which is quite a lot, you know. So here we have a Saturn V core stage with, you know, like 3 extra Saturn V fuel tanks. It's pretty ridiculous. And we also have onion staging with those 8 external boosters. They're just the 3.75 meter parts. It would be a bit ridiculous to have more Saturn V parts on the side. But yeah, I also know that this is quite overbuilt in fact, but I didn't do this very efficiently because this is a sandbox save and I'm not really bothered about efficiency. I just want to get this base onto Tylo, if that makes sense. So yeah, in a moment, after we've revealed what's underneath that fairing, you'll see the roving base, and I've tried to include as many features as possible on it. So we do have space for 11 Kerbals, I believe, which includes a science lab. We also have ISRU conversion, although not really because I forgot to add any ore tanks. And we also have RTGs to power this thing instead of solar panels. And there is our booster separation. I tried to have a Korolev cross there, but it didn't quite work. They just kind of flopped all over the place. So it didn't quite look as cool as I would have liked, but oh well. I mean, that's life. That's basically all of my KSP builds. So yeah, we did do that ascent a little bit steeper than I'd like, so we're going to have quite an expensive insertion burn. I normally do my ascents really shallow, and I guess I don't even know if it's more efficient, but at this point I've just kind of gotten into the habit of it. So maybe I should try and do mine a bit steeper, but this one was really steep. I know that this is actually quite inefficient. But like I said, efficiency is my absolute last resort. So, you know, we just want to get this thing onto Tylo. So, talking of being inefficient, I also didn't do any gravity assists in the entire span of this mission. As you can see here, I'm plotting my trans-dual injection burn. No Eve gravity assists or carbon gravity assists, because I'm honestly too lazy for that. And I'm also not going to do a Tylo or Lathe gravity assist to capture at dual, because it's definitely not being lazy. I'm just doing the no gravity assist challenge 2021 verified epic gamer. That was a good sentence right there. But anyway, we are now performing our burn. And I know it looks weird using that upper stage to do some of the burn, but hey, this is KSP. This is not going to be realistic. If you do want to see realistic stuff, well, it's not really that realistic still, but I am doing a modded career series where I'm trying to have things not quite as ridiculous as my stock videos. So if you are interested in that, then do subscribe, you know. I'm going to try and upload those videos a bit more. I also have a playlist for that, so if you want to check that out, you know, go ahead. But enough rambling. We are now plotting our, you know, dual capture burn, and we are going to be doing a burn at dual periapsis rather than a gravity assist, like I said. It didn't actually end up being too expensive. You might be surprised by how cheap a maneuver like this is, especially for Tylo. Maybe for something like the Lathe, it's going to be a bit more expensive because Lathe's orbit is so low. But as you can see here, we are basically just forcing a Tylo encounter. And it didn't end up being too expensive. It cost about 200 to get that encounter there. And then maybe, yeah, actually you can see it right there. 11.5, not 11.5 thousand, 1.15 thousand meters per second to do the orbital insertion. So unfortunately, this is at night. I would have loved to have a daytime shot with like Joule and Lathe in the background and everything, but no such luck. So I just decided to go to the map screen here because YouTube does not like dark videos. YouTube, please fix your compression algorithm. Oh god. That's, yeah, not something I'm going to get into in this video. I could complain about YouTube all day. But anyway, I decided to do a second burn to get myself into low Tylo orbit. And from which point we can detach our transfer stage, which had literally just about enough Delta V. Maybe because I was flying this mission very inefficiently, but you know, it's what happens when you do the no gravity assist challenge, which only a true skillful player can do that. You know, like, so many inexperienced players, they just, like, accidentally do a... Okay, I'm joking, by the way. This is complete nonsense. But as you can see, we are now deorbiting ourselves from Tylo. And of course, Tylo is probably the most difficult place to land a base on because there's no atmosphere to slow you down. You're going to have to bleed off all 2 kilometers per second of your orbital speed using your engines. So, you know, it's a decent challenge, and that's why I wanted to land my base here. Could have literally landed it anywhere else, but I decided to choose probably the hardest destination in the game. But literally anything can be fixed with more boosters, and I think that video pretty much shows that. So here we are coming in for our landing, and we have plenty of Delta V to spare, so no problems here. We can go ahead and attach our sky crane kind of thing, and that is never going to get old, just deploying that sky crane and watching it fly off like that. Now, to prove that this roving base does in fact have wheels and the wheels can turn, here I am just driving it around. We've got some pretty powerful wheels here, and I decided to just show that this thing can get up to about 35 meters per second. You know, pretty fast. This is sped up 4 times this video, but it's still very fast when you're in real time. And it's also very stable, mainly because of Tylo's high gravity. Well, it probably will tip over if you do a hard turn, but, you know, as long as you're careful, you should be fine. So, here I am scanning the rock. Unfortunately, we can't do an EVA because I forgot a ladder. But, yeah, oh well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and all of that good generic YouTube stuff. If you want to join my Discord, there's a link in the description, so make sure you check that out. But that's going to do it from this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.